Hello everybody. Today I'm going to help you go over how to do our virtual World War II tour on My Maps. Let's get started. So first off, you'll go into Blackboard. You will click on the Unit 7 World at War folder. Down in the World War II folder of Unit 7, you will notice several things. You can ignore the first top two for the purposes of this project. There is a folder called World War II Web Resources. I highly suggest that you use these resources for studying your particular battles and dates. Don't just Google things. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. There is a Google My Maps link, and there is a there's a World War II virtual tour Google My Maps directions. When you bring that up, it will look just like this. Let's first click on Google My Maps link. When you click on the Google My Maps link, you should get this page right here. It will say Get Started. When you click on Get Started, if you are not already logged into your Google account, then you will need to log into your Google account. It is your Gmail account. Your Gmail account provides you with all of these other wonderful free opportunities for learning and enrichment. One of them is Google My Maps. When you have finally gotten to the Google My Maps part, please go ahead and click on Create a New Map. When you create a new map, you will see that it has on here, usually it comes up to the United States of America, but it has on here all the present day names of countries, some major cities, states, that kind of stuff. You can ignore that, or you can go over to Base Map and try to change your layers. They have several different opportunities for you. I happen to like satellite. Terrain is also nice. I think I'll go to terrain just for the purpose of this map. Now you will look at how to title your map. Click on where it says Untitled Map. Simply type in a title. Doesn't have to be this one. I'm going to put World War II Virtual Tour. Virtual Tour. Then in the description, please put your name so that we know who you are. Very important. And then save. You can see now your name and title are displayed over here. Now, in terms of researching and getting the things on that we need to get on the map, well, these are the 30 things that we need to know about. We will need to know the date they happened on, any people that were involved, why it's an important thing. We will need to add an image for each of these, and I will be showing you how to do each of those now. First, let's give you a generic example. Let's say that you wanted to add a marker for Casa Grande Union High School. You can do that. Simply type in the search bar, Casa Grande. Now you'll notice that down below you have several things that have already appeared. If one of them matches, you could click on it. Currently they don't. The city of Casa Grande is there, but we want Casa Grande Union High School. Ah, look, now it has appeared. I'm going to simply click on that, and it will take me instantly to Casa Grande Union High School. Now, we cannot use their marker. It is their marker. It is their marker. We have to put our own marker on Casa Grande Union High School. So I'm going to go over here. This is how you add a marker. I'm going to go over to this tool in the toolbar, and I'm going to click on Add Marker. You'll notice that my mouse has become a plus sign. Wherever I click that plus sign, it's going to add the marker. So I'm going to add the marker right here on Casa Grande Union High School. And I'm going to title it Casa Grande. Oh, before I title it, I want to put the date. So in this case, I'm going to put 2/1 what is today? 25 slash 2021. Now, it's very important to put your date first because that's going to help you organize and order your dates properly. And then I'm going to put Casa Grande Union High School. I have just created my first marker. It is there. Now notice that I have not provided a description or anything else. So what I can do is I can go back and edit my post. I'm just going to click on the edit and I'm going to continue on. This is where we are. Now, of course, your descriptions are going to be about your particular battle or event during World War II, so they'll be much more descriptive than this. I can also add an image or video. I'm going to add an image by clicking on the camera off to the right. Now notice I can upload an image, I can get to a web page image. Really, most of the time you're probably going to be Google image searching. So I'm going to type in what I want to get a picture of, Casa Grande Union High School. There we go. All of these things could represent Casa Grande Union High School. Some of them I like to represent more than others. Like I think I will try this right here. And then I will just click select down below. Notice on this particular one, an error occurred adding the image. I'm just going to tell it to dismiss, and I'm going to go back and try to add another image instead. Let's try to add, how about this right here? There we go. I have added an image to my description. I now have everything that I would need to have were this for my project. I have a date, month, day, and year. I have a title. I have a picture. I have a description. Now, my description is not going to get me very many points when we talk about the actual World War II project, but for this, it is what it is. Then you need to click Save. Now, this will automatically save everything for you inside of your Google My Maps, so you can get back to it all the time. As soon as you click that save, it's already there. There's nothing else to click on to save anything. Now, also notice that over here, my first event appeared. Okay, it also has a blue marker. If I were to go away from this, for example, let's say that I were to just here, I'll type in something like Chicago, and it takes me to Chicago. Boom, I'm in Chicago. But let's say I wanted to go back to Casa Grande Union High School. I can just go over here and click. And there I am, Casa Grande Union High School. I can also, by the way, change the color of the marker by clicking on a different color. For this case, red. If I wanted it to be an Axis victory or Axis event, I can click it to be red. I can also click it back to be blue for a how about blue instead of purple? Blue for an allied event or occurrence. I could also change the icons and customize my icons. I can even look up and Google image search an icon for, let's say, allied powers. Do a search. Maybe I decide I really like this for my icon instead. I select it. I say OK because the box is around it. See the box? I say OK, and there we go. That has changed my icon. So be aware that you can change your little icon for your markers. You can also come back, and now it has also changed over here. Isn't that nifty? Plus, also notice my date is here, and this is important. Let me show you where you're going to go with your date. Not to the movies. The movies are open, I think. Here, let's say we were going to do a World War II date, and I'm going to do Pearl Harbor since I already have it here. So I'm going to click on Pearl Harbor. Now notice there's a lot of other Pearl Harbor things. So I want to make sure that I'm probably talking about the Pearl Harbor that was attacked. Well, there's probably a memorial there instead of just going to the harbor. So I'm going to click on the memorial. There we go. We have the waterfront memorial. We have the USS Arizona historical marker. I know I'm in the right spot. Now, of course, I need to add my own marker, so I'm going to click on that marker. I'm going to click it right there, and I'm going to say Pearl Harbor. Whoop. I have to put the date in first. In this case, the date that's important is December 7th, 1941, the date that Pearl Harbor was attacked. Pearl, if I could spell correctly, Harbor attacked by Japan. Then I would go down here and I would describe the event. On the morning, and this is from my memory, you're going to have to research some stuff. Yes, you're going to have to go, for example, let's say you didn't know when Pearl Harbor happened. You could go back to the World War II resources, click on that. Any of these things would really help you out, but let's try CNN Fast Facts. All right, CNN Fast Facts. There's all kinds of World War II stuff. Now you're like,
I don't want to read that, Mr. Malik. If I read something, I might learn.
Okay, if you don't want to read it all, which you can and you should, click Control F. Control F will bring up a search bar, and if I type Pearl, it's going to, sorry, see how it's bringing, look, I didn't even get through the whole thing, and it brought me to December 7th, 1941. Now look, do not copy and paste this. Read it. Think about it. Put it in your own words. That's the point. We want you to become intelligent in expressing what you learn. Okay, so on this morning, on the morning of December 7th, and I'm not going to type the whole thing out just for the sake of time. I only have 15 minutes on the screencast here, so I would type in a full description. Also have to add an image. So I'm going to go up here and not Casa Grande Union High School. I want Pearl Harbor in this case. Pearl Harbor. Hit enter. The explosion of the USS Arizona. I'm going to actually choose the memorial in this particular instance. That's the memorial. That's over the Arizona. I clicked there. Oop, let me scroll down a little bit here, and I'm going to click save. Now notice again, it has appeared over here. I also realized that, wow, this is an Axis victory. The Japanese won the battle. It was a sneak attack. They killed over 2,000 Americans, most of them naval and military, but some civilians too as well. Okay, so now let me back off my map here. Let's go to see the whole world. The whole world. All right, so see there are both of my markers. They're there. I could click on either one of them to go to them. I can also go over here. This is how you are going to put them in chronological order. I'm going to simply click on that one. Oh, it brought me right to there. But I can click on it, hold it, and I can drag it above the other one. You see how I did that? Click on it, hold it, drag it above or below to put it in the correct location. That is how you are going to order your specific dates. At this point, I believe I've shown you all of the major things that you need to know on how to add markers and search for information on your Google My Maps. I hope this video will be helpful to you. I'm going to also put links in there so that you can see just certain parts. Thanks, kids. Have a great day. If I can figure